Hi, welcome to Not Me Tube. Today we'll be reviewing my horror movie Creepshow 2. This is number 10. Creepshow 2 is one of my favorite horror movies that I grew up watching. There's three mini stories of this movie. One of them is called The Old Chief Woodenhead. So it's about these four group of men.
Punks.
So there's an old lady, an old man who've got this little antique.
Sorry.
They've got an antique store which they've got
milk.
Antique stuff. But these four bikies or whatever, they come in.
Punks.
And then they come. Then they walk in, and the bikies see that the old lady, an old man, had a big roll up of jewelry. So anyway, they steal it. They shoot the old lady, and then they keep the old man hostage. But this one guy, he's got this bloody long hair, and he goes. Suck.
It was old fart that got shot first.
Oh yeah, it was the old man.
Duh.
Yeah, it was the old man. But the old lady, he goes, listen here, this hair's gonna take me all the way to Hollywood. Anyway, there's this big old chief Indian that's at the front, and he awakens and he gets revenge on all the men, and the one with the long hair, he waits for him at the end, and he chops his hair off and kills him and puts the hair on himself.
He's gonna go to Hollywood.
And there's this fat guy that sits there, and he's watching TV, and there's this movie, and all he hears is this man go, "Ma-ca-ca." And then the fat prick goes, and gets stabbed with their arrow. So basically, it's an old cigar store. Indian chief stands guard on the front porch of the general store in the deserted town of Dead River. When the store owners are brutally murdered by three punks, old Chief Woodenhead mysteriously comes to life to seek revenge. Like I said, using the blood of the store owner as war paint, he seeks out and kills the troublemakers. And the next morning, one of their heads is found locked in the hand of the again immobile Chief Woodenhead. The next one is called The Raft.
Cool.
Now, this is my favorite mini story. So, a group of young teenagers head out for a beautiful summer to the raft. So they go to a lake. There's a big raft out in the middle of the lake. They all swim to it.
Quack,
They're having all good old time. There's ducks out there going quack, 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 quack. So they're having a good old time, sunbathing, smoking, chilling.
Having sex.
And then... What? And then they hear a duck, and he goes quack, quack, quack. And then they see this thing swimming, this slimy brown thing swimming in the river, and it's, I don't know what it is.
It's a slime ball.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, hey? It's a creature, but it looks
from the Black Lagoon.
But it looks like a pancake. It's like if you cooked the pancake and it became retarded. And it starts killing. So it's like a blanket.
Like an oil slick.
Yeah, like an oil slick, and it just kills you. So one of the girls was laying on the raft, and it sucked the body through the holes, pulled out her flesh. But one guy at the end, which you can see down the bottom.
Sweet. Let me focus. Yep.
So he's the last one to survive, and he jumps out of the raft, starts swimming. He finally got to shore. He made it, and he goes, "You didn't get me!" And then and just eats him up. So, I'll tell you, in the raft, 4 adventure-loving teenagers decide to have an out-of-season swim party at a deserted lake. At the shore, they discover that someone has left a raft floating in the middle of the lake and decide to swim to it. That's when they find themselves terrorized by a man eating oil slick, which diverts them one by one. So, my last one is the hitchhiker. So, a woman has to start work. She's a businesswoman. She has to start work like at 4 a.m. She gets up, gets dressed. So she's driving home late one night after an adulterous affair in a hitchhiker. A woman, she accidentally runs over a man that she barely saw walking on the road. Shaken by the tragedy, but more afraid of what her husband may do if he finds out about her affair, she, naughty lady, leaves the poor man, the victim, behind, and the poor guy is lying unconscious on the pavement. But a short distance later, she actually sees the hitchhiker in front of her car, and he continues just to keep running into her over and over the same, and he becomes mutilated until it's too late, and he knocks on the window and he goes, "Want a ride, lady?
You want to ride, lady?"
And then she finally gets home. She thinks she's killed him and she's got rid of him, but at the end he opens up the door and
there he is.
There he is again. Creepshow 2.
Good movie.
Very good movie.
No, it's not good.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Please don't subscribe.
Yay.
Don't subscribe to Mummy's channel because she won't put my favourite movie on. And don't like The Walking Dead. Bye.